At 24, he lost his first job. 2 years later, he had made $6 million, and it started with a car nobody wanted. Marc Hankins, 24 years old, short brown hair, small goatee, green eyes, fresh graduate, first job, first real salary. He wasn't flashy, not loud, not special, just disciplined. He worked for a mid-sized logistics company, entry-level operations assistant, spreadsheets, emails, long days. He was proud because for the first time in his life, he felt stable. That feeling didn't last long. 3 months into the job, rumors started, late payments, cancelled contracts, meetings behind closed doors. Marc ignored it. He had just started. Bad things happened to other people. Then one Monday morning, everyone was called into the main hall. The CEO looked tired due to financial difficulties. "We are filing for bankruptcy." Silence, then panic. Marc felt something strange, not fear, emptiness. 3 months of adulthood, gone in 5 minutes. No savings, rent due, student loans, waiting. He walked home slowly that night. He didn't scroll social media. He stared at the ceiling and asked one question: what do I actually control? Marc didn't apply for 200 jobs. He did something smaller. He opened online marketplaces, typed one word: used cars. Not luxury, not rare, just normal cars. He noticed something simple. Some listings looked terrible. Bad photos, short descriptions, no effort. But the cars weren't bad, just badly presented. He borrowed $3,000 from his uncle, not to invest big, to test. He bought an old silver hatchback, cleaned it himself, polished the headlights, took sharp photos at sunset, clear description, honest tone, listed it. 5 days later, he sold it. Profit, $900, not life-changing but proof. Most people would celebrate. Marc reinvested again and again to cars, then 4. He wasn't flipping junk, he was choosing carefully. Reliable models, clear history, high demand. He answered messages instantly, met buyers on time, built a reputation quietly. Something unexpected happened. Customers came back. Not for cars, for trust. 6 months in, he wasn't unemployed. He was busy, very busy. His driveway was full. Neighbors started asking questions. One buyer said something important: "You make this easy." That sentence stayed with him. Most sellers created stress. Marc removed it. He rented a small storage lot, hired a part-time mechanic. Now he wasn't flipping cars. He was building a system. Income grew. $20,000 months, then $50,000 months. But this is where most stories break. Because growth changes people. Money was moving fast, faster than Marc expected. Friends noticed. Old classmates reappeared. "You got lucky, you found a gold mine." Marc didn't argue, but inside pressure grew. He increased inventory, bigger purchases, higher risks. One shipment arrived damaged, 3 cars unsellable. Losses hit hard. For the first time since the layoff, he felt unstable again. He almost stopped, almost. Instead of expanding more, he slowed down, reduced volume, improved inspection, improved photography, improved negotiation. He focused on margins, not ego. Year 1 ended. Revenue crossed 7 figures, but revenue isn't profit. After costs, taxes, repairs, he had saved over $1.8 million at 25 years old. He didn't buy a mansion. He didn't post motivational quotes. He reinvested in structure. Small warehouse, tiny team, clear process. Year 2 was different. He wasn't flipping cars anymore. He was sourcing directly from leasing companies. Cleaner supply, better prices. Dealerships started buying from him in bulk. Marc was now negotiating 6-figure contracts. 2 years after losing his job, his total net profit crossed $6 million. From used cars, from photos at sunset, from discipline. But here's the twist. Marc almost lost everything. Not because of a bad deal, because of burnout. He hadn't taken a real day off in 18 months. Sleep dropped, stress rose. One night driving home, he almost fell asleep at the wheel. He pulled over, heart racing, and realized something brutal. He had escaped bankruptcy, but was building another prison. Money had replaced employment. Same pressure, different boss himself. That night he made a decision. He stopped chasing volume. He capped operations, built a management team, and stepped back. Because 6 million means nothing if you lose control of your life. Marc didn't become successful because he was brilliant. He became successful because he was consistent. He lost his first job, but he didn't lose his discipline. The layoff wasn't the end. It was removal of illusion. Security is fragile. Skills are portable. Opportunity hides in boring places. A used car listing, a bad photo, a small inefficiency. So let me ask you, at what exact moment did Marc's life change? When he got fired? When he bought the first car? Or when he decided not to quit? Tell me in the comments. Participate in the story. Every week I decode a new financial rise or a silent collapse. Subscribe so you don't miss the next fall or the next comeback. Because sometimes the worst day of your life is just the first page of a different story.